Hi, I'm Pincorn402, aka Taylor, and today I'm going to be talking about the not top five, sorry. I'm doing that on Monday, sorry. I'm going to be talking about the best N64 games. And this is my opinion, and as you can see, I'm wearing my Superman shirt. Sorry. 80 years, it's been, in June it'll be 80 years since Superman came out, so yeah. And mind you, this game will not be on this list because it is one of the worst games ever. And yeah. So, starting off with this list, I'm going to start off with Star Wars. I'm going to do a Star Wars game for all you Star Wars nerds out there. Uh, Starting off with Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. This game was so much fun. Basically, you played as Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, before he became Darth Vader, and it was so much fun. And like you had the, I I apologize to all the Star Wars fans out there, all the Star Wars nerds, but what are the giant like creatures? They're like metal and they're gray. Can't remember exactly what they're called, but you're flying around and you have to release the cord, or you have to wrap the cord around him and make him fall. That was so much fun. That game was so much fun. And my uncle, he's not a huge gamer, but he would play that game all the time. He loved to play that game, and it was so much fun getting to fly the Millennium Falcon. And yes, the graphics weren't that great, but it was still so much fun. I love that game. My next one is another Star Wars game. I played this one a lot with my cousin and with my one cousin and my sister. We played this game all the time because my cousin loved this game and I liked it, but not as much as this other game, which isn't a Star Wars game, but I will be talking about it. And this game is called Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. We used to play this game all the time, and it would my cousin would get so mad. Like, well, not my cousin would get so mad. Me and my sister would get so mad because my cousin would always uh go with Anakin's pod. He would always go with Anakin's pod. And he'd be like, pick something else, pick another pod. He'd be like, pick a different one, like I get this one. This is mine. And we would always fight over who got Anakin's pod, and my cousin would always win. And then he ended up beating us in the game, but it was still so much fun. And you had the booster too, which was so cool. I loved that. I love that game. I might have to like look that game back up. My sister has it now, and I might have to go over to her house and play it with her and try to beat her. She might beat me. I don't know. But yeah, my next game that I have is Paper Mario. Paper Mario was this. I'm not that big into RPGs, but I do love this one, and I love the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the Game Boy Color. I love those two, but I'm not like a huge fan of RPGs. But this one was so much fun, and I used to go into the town. I used to go into the Toad Town or whatever it was called. I can't remember what it was called. My mind's blanking. But I used to go in there, and I used to what would I do? Oh yeah, I used to go in there, and then I'd go to where the swimming pool was, and I'd try to jump into the swimming pool, but it would never let me jump into the swimming pool because I'm paper. I'm paper. I'm paper Mario. Mario is made out of paper. What happens when you get wet? When a paper gets wet, it gets ruined. It starts getting torn up and it gets moldy. But I always wanted to do that, and I used to go on the train, and I loved that game. It was so much fun. And I think that's like one of the earlier games where I learned how to strategize and learned how to like solve problems. I love that game. It was so much fun. If you haven't played that game, I highly recommend you find it and play it because it's so much fun. You will have so much fun with your life. Yeah. Be great fun. Uh Next one is another one that I played a lot, but I always like I had issues with it because I mentioned this on games that I hate. I mentioned it on that video, Super Mario Kart. Super Mario Kart. I mentioned how that game would always give me motion sickness, and this game always gave me motion sickness, but I still loved playing it, and that was Super Mario 64. This was the they launched it with the console, and it was so much fun. You got up to the top of the tower, which is what I would always do. I'd get up to the top of the tower, and I would go down that race, do that like race, and collect all those coins. And I would never win. I could never win, but I always loved doing it, and I loved the music. It was like I love that. I love that game. And like at the end, you get Yoshi, which was always which made a lot of people mad. Like if you got like enough stars, you can go up and visit Yoshi, but you couldn't actually ride Yoshi, which made me so mad when I found this out because I never beat the game. But it made me so mad that when I found out about it, I was like, "What? Can't ride Yoshi? What?" And then he gives you like 99 lives. It's like, where were those 99 lives when you were fighting Bowser? I mean, but I love that game. It's so much fun. The water levels are so much fun. And I love the fact that you can jump into a picture. Like, I've always wanted to do that. After seeing the movie Fat Albert, I'm like, ever since I saw the movie Fat Albert, I'm like, if I ever get mad at someone or mad at like a TV show, I'm like, I wish I could just jump into that TV and beat the crap out of them. And technology hasn't gotten that far, but I would love to do that. I would love, but and yeah, but it reminds me of that, except it's not a TV, it's a picture. But you get my drift. The next one is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This game, a lot of fans of Legend of Zelda series love this game. This is like one of the people say this is one of the greatest games ever made. And I have to kind of agree with them because I used to play this game all the time, and I'd watch my cousins play it and watch my sister play it, and we loved it. We would always like delete someone's progress because you only had like 4 save spots on this game, and so we delete someone's progress, and they would and what they would do is we delete their progress, and they would and we made start the game over again. And my cousin, I told him not to do it. And I talked about this before on this channel, but I'll say it again. He messed with my mom's stepdad's progress, and my mom's stepdad was at the end. He was at the end of the game. He came back to the game to play it, to finish it, because he only had that one part, the very end, where you have to get on the horse and shoot. And he was going to finish that, but he's terrible at FPS games, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it because my cousin deleted his progress. Yeah, sad day. My mom's stepdad got so mad. But yeah, the next one that I have on my list is Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64 is, in my opinion, one of the greatest race games ever made. It was the first Mario Kart game that was in 3D, because if you remember Super Mario Kart, it was 2D. Mario Kart 64 was in 3D, and I love this game so much. I am a beast on Moo Moo Farm. I'm a beast at that course, on that track. I could beat anyone. I've gotten at least a minute. I mean, at least 30. I can get through that course in at least 36 seconds to a minute and 36 seconds. I mean, I am that fast. As Yoshi, I hold the record of my family, I think, still on that course. I'd have to go over to my sister's house because she has the game now, and see if my time still holds up. If it does, then that means I'm awesome. And I love that game so much. It was so much fun. The battle modes, oh my goodness. We used to do like the block fort. We used to do that one. We would do skyscraper a little bit. That was like one of our ones that we didn't really play a whole lot because I didn't like it because it was so so small you should fall off, and I didn't like that. And we do double deck. I loved that one. That one was so much fun because you'd shoot like one of the red shells off, and like you could be all the way up at the top and then shoot a red shell at someone, and if it was just you and this other player playing, you'd shoot it off, and then they'd get hit without even knowing it. I mean, yeah, or you could be like all the way at the top and someone at the bottom could throw a red shell at you. It was so much fun. I love that game. And then we didn't play the Big Donut. We didn't do that one that often, but we did play it a little bit. Not as often as Blockport and Double Deck. Finally, my last one is Mario Party 2. I never played the first one. My grandma and my mom's stepdad didn't have the first one. They only had the second one, and I loved it. I love this game. I'd play it by myself along with Mario Kart 64. When family wasn't around, I'd play it by myself, and it was so much fun. I love that game. The mini games were awesome. The maps, like the lands that you went to, were awesome. We'd always go with like Spaceland, Pirate Land, Western Land, and sometimes Horror Land, but mostly Western, Space, and Pirate. Because if you played Western Land and someone hit that space where the train track would come, then you get hit by the train track, and then you go all the way back to the start. And then the same thing happened if you hit the space on Spaceland. The giant, I don't remember what his name was, would pop up and like would come running after you, and you either get hit or you have to run to safety really quick. And it was so much fun. I loved that game so much. The mini games were awesome, and my cousin would always beat us as Mario, and he'd always get to face off with Bowser, and me and my sister would get mad. But it's all like family rivalry, just a good old family rivalry. So yeah, post in the comments below what your favorite Nintendo 64 games are, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because on Monday I'm doing the top 5 DCOM movies, like DCOMs, and on a week from today I'm doing GameCube games, which will be a really short, when I say short, I mean really short list. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye!